Good day, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Unit Rates. That's right, today we're going to be talking about unit rates, but right now, all we have is a rate. How do we turn this rate into a unit rate? Well, if you have a listener out there and get all comfortable in your easy chair, I'll talk you right on through it. So what we have here is 480 hours of work in 12 weeks, which I don't know about you, that's confusing. Let's make it into a unit rate. So we're going to go ahead and put our 480 on top because we can write this like a fraction, and our 12 weeks on the bottom. To make it a unit rate, we just need to compare it to 1 instead of 12. So instead of 12 weeks, we're going to do 1 week. And we're going to figure out how many hours I worked per week. Well, what you can do is you can just look at the denominator and say, well, how do I turn that 12 into a 1? You guessed it. You simply have to divide it by itself. And then, of course, what I do to the bottom, I need to go ahead and do to the top. And if I do 480 on my handy-dandy calculator divided by 12, I find that I have a rather regular work week of 40 hours per week. So that is an example of converting a rate to a unit rate. Let us try another example, shall we? We shall, Mr. Brady. That's me, in case you're wondering. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and type up another scenario, if I could. Let's do peaches. Peaches are one of my favorite fruits. Let's do 63 peaches per bowl. Not per bowl, but per... How about 63 peaches for every 7 bowls? Okay. So right now we have a bunch of bowls and we have a bunch of peaches. I want to know how many peaches to put in just one bowl. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my rate first. 63 is going to be up top, representing my peaches, and the number of bowls, 7, is going to be represented on the bottom. I want to convert it to just one bowl, and then determine how much fruit to put in that bowl. Well, I can do it very much the same way I did the last one. I can look at this denominator and say, well, what do I need to do to the 7 to make it a 1? I just divide it by itself. And then, of course, what I do to the bottom, I got to do to the top. And 63 divided by 7, we know from our finger trick, is 9. So I'm going to have 9 peaches in each bowl. That, my friend, is the unit rate. And now, just so we can drive the point home, let us come up with one final scenario. And it's winter around these parts, so we got a little bit of snow on the ground. So let's go ahead and do a snow scenario. So give me just a second. I'll type her up for you. All right, let's say I got 80 inches of snow in 10 days. The question is, how many inches of snow did I get per day? Well, let's go ahead and set up our rate. 80 inches. Whoops. I'm supposed to be using the blue color. What am I doing? There we are. I just like blue. Blue's my favorite color. Then we'll use red as well. So we got 80 inches of snow in 10 days. I want to figure out how many inches of snow I got per one day. So I've set it up lovely like so. And I ask myself, what do I need to do to this 10 to turn it into a 1? Well, just divide it by itself. And then, of course, what I do to the bottom, I got to do to the top. And 80 divided by 10 is 8, which means I got 8 inches of snow per day. Anyways, I do hope that was helpful to you. Best of luck in your math classes, and ta-ta for now.